tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Oh, I see. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hey, Hare Krishna, how you doing? Welcome. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Everybody chant. Get your little beads out. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you feel like it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. All right. So we'll read a little bit here now. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Let's see, let's start with some Srimad Bhagavatam here. Jai Srila Prabhupada. These wonderful books. Lord Krishna's entrance into Dwarka. Sutta Goswami said, this is first canto, anyway, chapter 11. Oops. Sutta Goswami said,
Professional mode, pop mode, host mode.
Upon reaching the border of his most precious metropolis known as the country of Anartas, Dwarka, the Lord sounded his auspicious conch shell, heralding his arrival and apparently pacifying the dejection of the inhabitants. You know, the whole world is dejected in a sense, you know. Some people are happy with the modes of nature, they're happy, you know. But actually, what our heart universally is yearning for is the Lord, is God, you know. But when you're not awakened and you're asleep, you know what sleep is? You like stuff in the world, worldly things to make you happy, you know, for our sons and daughters and children and money and, you know, material things. Okay? But our heart is actually really yearning for God. It's so nice we know who God is more, you know, he has these different incarnations. You know, Jesus Christ, Shiva, Lord Chaitanya, Radha and Krishna. Yeah. See? Sutta Goswami said, upon reaching the border of his most prosperous metropolis, known as the country of Anartas, Dwarka, the Lord sounded his auspicious conch shell, heralding his arrival and apparently pacifying the dejection of the inhabitants. See, that's code. See, that's the code, the conch shell. See, announcer, the herald. See, announcing. See, and people who are looking for God. See, it takes away their dejection. Yeah, because you know the herald, they know that Lord. They know this is what the message that those who are devotees, who have some devotion, some looking, some hankering to meet with God again, you know. See, so they meet maybe the older brother, the announcement. I call them ministers, spiritual masters, prophets. See, so those who are actually godly, those who believe in God, those who are really looking for the Lord, see, they meet such persons, see, and then, you know, a lot of devotees, They like to be close to the Lord. I always like devotees. I don't care who they are, Christians, Muslims. They have the quality of devotion. They're nice to be around, Okay? Because if you're not a devotee, you don't have this love, even a little bit of it. Okay? See, there's two types of persons in this world: the divine and the demoniac. See, the demoniac, they don't like God. They hate God. They're against the Lord. The white and fat-boweled conch shell, being gripped by the hand of Lord Krishna and sounded by him, appeared to be reddened by the touch of his transcendental lips. It seemed that a white swan was playing in the stem of a red lotus flowers. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. The redness of the white conch shell, due to the lip touch of the Lord, is a symbol of spiritual significance. The Lord is all spirit, and matter is ignorance of the spiritual existence. I like this. The Lord is all spirit, and matter is ignorance of the spiritual existence. Isn't that how it is? See? So how does that translate practically? These are the modes of nature talked about by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. See, the modes of passion, ignorance, and goodness even. See, that's still not spirit, man. It's spirit, but it's worldly spirit of the world. See? So who we are is related to the Supreme Spirit. We have our individual identity. Some people in liberation, they just think, oh, it's about, becoming spirit, becoming God. You see, they don't know this individuality. This is where the humankind is, before Lord Chaitanya, a lot of people were into this, and a lot of people are into this now. It's just become spirit. See, this is the thing. Let's merge with the spirit. Let's become spirit and have no individuality, no individual like we have here in this world. Yeah. If you guys got any comments or questions, please let me know, or maybe even come on if anybody wants to. Let's have a discussion, man. Factually, there is nothing like matter in spiritual enlightenment. And this spiritual enlightenment takes place at once by the contact of the Supreme Lord Krishna. Factually, there is nothing like matter in spiritual enlightenment, and spiritual enlightenment takes place at once by contact of the Supreme Lord Krishna. The Lord is present in every particle of all existence, and he can be manifest, his presence in anyone. Let's try it. I don't know about this here. Let's try something different here.
Thanks for using.
Okay, let's try no microphone here. Okay, let's try this here. So, the Lord is present in every particle of existence, and he can manifest his presence in anyone. By ardent love and devotional service to the Lord, or in other words, by spiritual contact with the Lord, everything becomes spiritually reddened like the conch shell in the grip of the Lord. And the Paramahamsa, or the supremely intelligent person, plays the part of the ducking swan in the water of spiritual bliss, eternally decorated by the lotus flower of the Lord's feet. So the citizens of Dwarka, having heard that sound which threatens fear personified in the material world, began to run towards him fast. The citizens of Dwarka, having heard that sound which threatens fear personified in the material world. See, that's the devotees. The devotees, they give that vibration of the Lord because of their eternal relationship. See that vibration of that level of consciousness, of relationship with God, that conception, that's experience, that's realized. See, realized personally. See, that comes through the conch, the flutes, the different analogies mean the same thing. That's why people, you got to meet a real associate, and so the Lord in the real line teaches you got to have a guru, or minister, a spiritual master, preceptor, something where they're really real. They have real eyes. Devotional eyes. See, they're devotees of that supreme Lord. We need that. See, we need that. We need to become, so those who are maybe weak in their relationship still because of being battled by the Maya, the modes of nature, and those who are channeling that, those who are speaking the vibration of the world, need some help. They need Big Brother. See? That's the idea of a spiritual master, is somebody that actually has realized their eternal relationship with God and is good with that. Like, yeah, man, thank you, Lord, for this devotion to your name and to your pastimes. It's made my life. It's my life and soul. Let me pay it forward. Let's convert some others into real life. Let's be fishermen of men, fish them out of the illusion. Isn't that basically the bottom line, man? Yes, let's give them help them get a taste for real happiness. Happiness is to be awakened in your spirit, man, and you're related to the Supreme Spirit, man. You have unlimited bliss there, unlimited happiness, unlimited connection with that. Okay? People need to know this. Otherwise, we're in ignorance. And going after external things. You want to control people. You want to control God. You want to amass wealth and fortunes. You just want to have unlimited sex, which you can't do. You just burn out. You got to, get a new body and have more and become addicted. All this world, it's all worldly, man. Yeah. Not that it's an all or nothing thing either. You just, understand. It's so nice to know who we are. That we're spirit and related to the Supreme Spirit, and to maintain this relationship. See, hearing, chanting, remembering the name, the fame, the qualities of the transcendental Lord, with attachment, with this faith and attachment. You really like emotion. Ooh, bliss. Hey, this is what is needed nowadays. People they won't make it in this world unless they spiritually awaken. Look at how the world is getting very strong, trying to get everybody's attention and get involved in the world and worldly vibration, keep their vibration down on a level of fear and anxiety. More chaos, all this. See, devotees, we don't live in chaos. What? The Lord, this all comes from the Lord. Everything, the demons, the demigods, the modes of nature, everything. But this is like being in the eye of the hurricane, being in this relationship. Oh, everything's going around the hurricane, but we're in the eye where there's peace. Peace is this relationship, eternal relationship. Into eternal discussion, unlimited talks. Everybody likes to talk mostly or hear. That's everything in this world is questions and answers and hearing, hearing and talking. Everybody look at Facebook, everybody talk and talk, but look at the vibration. Look at the vibration here. What are our talks about spirit, right? What are the talks usually in the world? Worldly stuff, worldly vibration. Yeah, this is enlivening to the soul, awakens the soul. And wow, I have a relationship with unlimited God. Yes, yes, yes. It's fantastic, man. It's amazing. The eye of the tiger. Yeah, that's another one. That's good. Good idea there. Yeah. So the citizens of Dwarka, having heard that sound which threatens fear personified in the material world. See, threatens those who are in fear. Yeah. It threatens those who create fear personified. See, fear personified are those who are in charge of scaring people. Like, look at this. The mainstream media. See, but actually, the devotees, they preach the truth. See, and it threatens the illusion, doesn't it? It's threatening. It's a war in that way. Hey, man, you tell people, hey, man, you don't have to live in fear. And then, see, we have a way that you don't have to live in fear. See, a lot of people say, oh, don't be afraid, don't be afraid. But there's no process, there's no science to it. You got to follow the science. Like Bill Gates says, follow the science of self-realization. That's what we teach here, by the way. Deep science of self-realization. Oh, you want to get out of fear? Okay, waken your spiritual body. Come here, we'll wake up your spiritual body and its relationship with the Lord that threatens fear personified. Come here, the real conception of wholeness. What real wholeness is. Oh, wholeness is you got a body, right? But you got a soul, and that's of spirit, man. It's eternal. Oh, but you're not alone. You have an eternal relationship. You're an individual soul in relationship with the Supreme Lord, who is known sometimes in different incarnations as Jesus Christ or Lord Chaitanya or Krishna, Lord Ram. See? So they come here to wake up our soul. Look, and you don't have to be so smart. You could be a monkey. Look at the monkeys. Yeah, they just developed affection for the Supreme Lord, Lord Ram. And they were liberated and went to the spiritual kingdom, Ayodhya. And they were just monkeys. But they, the Lord engaged them in service and they wanted to serve the Lord. They didn't want to serve Ravana, who represents the material energy. See, so that's the thing. We're here to give people an opportunity to serve that ancient one. See, what's really nice, and a lot of people, it's only Jesus Christ. It's only Krishna. It's only Allah. See, they're only half right. See, they don't know the deeper conception that the Lord takes many incarnations according to his sweet will. Okay? So we get over sectarianism here. You don't have to be a sectarian. You know how much a relief that is? You can get over religion and sectarianism here. You show me any place that's preaching that you get over sectarian and religion, or where you can learn to think deeply about the spiritual truth. Deeply. Where do you see such deep talks? I see all over Facebook. The very superficial understanding. Like one devotee put up this thing about Prabhupada saying about Krishna conscious, become Krishna conscious. Nobody asked the question, what does it mean to be Krishna conscious? No, I just want to be Krishna conscious. What does it mean? Who the hell knows? You come here, you'll know. You'll learn something. You'll experience something. You'll experience your soul wake up. You want to wake up? Jeev Jago? Yeah, Ravana. He was ravenous. He tried to steal Sita. You know, he wanted to steal Sita. But all he got was the illusory representation. Just like here, people, they want to steal this bhakti. They come here to steal, right? And then they go away. And they're left with the illusory representation. They're illusioned. You don't steal bhakti. You got to come in and follow the real process. See, so yeah, the citizens of Dwarka, having heard that sound which threatens fear personified in the material world. See, that's the devotees. You know, they're bold. They're not afraid. They're not afraid of illusions. See, they're bold in God. They're the God's heralds. The Lord says, I'm going to use you. You know, so he gives boldness to his real servants so that people can overcome their fear, so that they can become bold in the Lord too. That's what it's all about, man. Learn about who Krishna is, who God is. You know, what are God's qualities of spirit? See, all these things you get by association. Yeah. Began running fast towards him fast, just to have a long desired audience with the Lord, who is the protector of all the devotees. So people, they think they can run directly to the Lord. You know, the conch announces the glories of the Lord. Just like, didn't Jesus? He came here and he announced the glories of the Lord. He was the door to that. He was the Lord's intimate representative. That's the spirit, the real spiritual master, which so many people have lost sight of. They don't know who is qualified conch of Krishna. Who's the real announcer, announcing the glories of the Spirit. Okay? That's why you see those fall by the wayside. You know, these teachers, they teach the wrong thing. They teach, that surrender to the world, mask up, put masks on Prabhupada. You know, you notice all this crazy stuff. No liars or cheaters or thieves here. That is why this associate true devotees is so wonderful. Yeah, I mean, just straight, man. This is very simple. To me, these conceptions are my life and soul. I love clarity. I don't love being unclear. I don't like being illogical or being around illogical people. I don't like being around materialists who believe in the world and worldly. I don't like people who believe in hypocrites and liars and cheaters. You know, I like clarity, man, and this is what this path has given me. I just love it. It's just, that's why I just share with people, and the people that are getting it are becoming really ecstatic. You know, it's really great. See, just to have a long desired audience with the Lord. So when there's a verse in Bhagavatam that says, by the mercy of God, the mercy of Krishna, you get Guru. And by the mercy of Guru, you get Krishna. See, that's what you see. The Lord, his conch shell, announces his coming. Didn't Jesus say that? He said, the Lord is coming to you. And people couldn't understand this. We teach all these intricacies here. They said, where, Lord? Where is the Lord coming? He's coming through him. He's the conch shell announcing the glories of the Lord. See, you need people to explain these verses. These are all codes. See, they're all codes. They're all metaphors for how the Lord comes to you. You notice Krishna didn't come directly to the wives of the Brahmins in 10th canto. How did he come? He sent his conch shells, the messengers, the cowherd boys, the intimate associates. See, in these passages shows you, and the wives of the Brahmins, they were like this. They ran towards the Lord. See, you run towards the devotee, you're running towards the Lord. It's like you go right through the gate, right into the kingdom. Is that making sense to anybody? Isn't it pretty simple, huh? If you can't explain these things, then you don't have the real mercy of the Lord yet. Therefore, you need to go around, be around devotees who can understand the scriptures, because their intimacy with God, they get revelations and they make sense, more sense than anything. They show the actual process in the form of these codes or these stories. And only the devotees understand these codes. If you're not a devotee with real devotion, you don't understand these codes, and you can't really lead people properly. You can't show them the real process of attaining God, even in this life. We're here to reveal all these secrets that only acharyas usually know. Only great prophets don't know. And then what they tell you is like Prabhupada, follow all these rules. Follow all these ceremonies. Do all this external stuff. Build temples, right? Here we're telling you what all these codes mean that Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta Bhaktivinoda, Jesus Christ, knew. Now is the time for revelation. This is the tribulation. It's the time that everything is revealed. The truth that's been hidden from the beginning is being revealed now. Yes, isn't it? The truth who's ruling the country is being revealed. The demons, the asuras who are in control are being revealed. Look at them, creating havoc all over the world, destroying it. That's what they do. It's ordained. It's happening. The good people are fighting it, right? You can tell who are good people. They're fighting and say, hey, you're liars. See? Well, what else is going to be revealed? Well, this is the deeper truth that benefits everybody. And that's the time for this too. See? Not holding back, not just telling people and then saying, well, we got more to tell you. No, everything's going to be revealed here. That's why we talk for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours a day, because there's a lot to reveal, a lot to discuss, a lot of questions to answer. Yeah, a lot of books to relish, to taste. See, just to have a long desired audience with the Lord, who is the protector of all devotees. See, and that's when you'll feel, man, when you get a real guru, when the whole science is starting to be revealed to you, like starting with, by the mercy of God, that you all know what I'm talking about. If you're here, you've been yearning to know the God. You've been calling out to the Lord, and he sends guru. He always works like this. He sends a spiritual master, one who knows him intimately. And by that association, you see, you get the protection of the Lord. You start to feel it. See? You start to experience protection from the envious. They don't hurt you so much anymore. And after a while, not at all. Whatever they say, you say, yeah, it's all bullshit, man. No problem. It's not like a dart into your heart, weakening you. Your heart becomes fortified, with God's grace. See, and then I see, this is the protection of the Lord. I got it by being in sadhu sangha, being around a real guru who has the real grace of God. See, that should be your minister. You should have, if you're a Christian, you should have a minister like that has the real grace and is not a hypocrite and a liar and a cheater. There are many of those too. Can you tell the difference between a false prophet and a real one, or a real guru and a false one? Well, you come here, you'll learn right away what that's all about. Yeah, no pulp fiction. We don't need any pulp fiction around here, do we? Yeah. See, here you understand what the protection of the Lord is. You feel it, you experience it. See, it's not just, oh, I see a lot of weak Vaishnavas, a lot of weak Christians, weak anything in religion. It's still, there's weakness there. You notice? Weak, oh Lord, the spiritual warfare is so hard. See, they also need Shiksha Guru. They need a strong leader who is led by the Spirit and by the truth. See, and then it all makes sense, and now you get the protection you need. And even though you're in this war with all these demons running amok, destroying the world, that's what's going on. That's what they're doing. It's part of the plan. Something new will be built, not what the demons think. All right. So, purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. As already explained, the citizens of Dwarka who lived at the time of Lord Krishna's presence there were all liberated. Liberated souls who descended here along with the Lord as entourage. See, yeah, and they're all liberated souls. But not all were, like everybody's at different levels of advancement in their understanding of the Lord. See, just like here, you can be a liberated soul here, and you may have a different level of understanding that some other devotee has. Yeah. But you're liberated. See, you're liberated in your affection for God. You're qualified to enter the kingdom of God. You're qualified to enter into the association of the Lord that you cherish. Here, people, you don't know how amazing it is that people developing an attraction to the Lord to the point of bliss and tears and ecstasy. That means you're qualified to go and associate more actually with the Lord when he's on his planet somewhere in some material universe. Yeah. Okay. All were very anxious to have an audience with the Lord, although because of spiritual contact, they were never separated from the Lord, just as the gopis at Vrindavan used to think of Krishna while he was away at the village for cowherding engagements. That's another, that's a reason we all need to learn how to keep our energy clean, especially once you're awakened. I mean, I always have to also be careful. I mean, it depends on, do you want to feel close with the Lord? Like when you call him, then he comes. So there's a responsibility for that, because sometimes our energy gets mucked up and then it takes a while to clear, more time to clear. Okay. So I think we all learning about these kind of things too, more or less. Yeah. So one of the qualities of chanting is the more attached you become to the Lord, the more feeling you get for the name, the more eagerness you have to chant. The more you you want to chant to attain the Lord's presence. See, this Yoga Maya is kicking in now. Yoga Maya. It creates this separate experience, which is it's not like, this is why if you want to learn about any of these deep subjects, you have to learn from experienced devotees who are under the Yoga Maya. See, not Maha Maya. Maha Maya keeps you separated from the true Lord. It keeps you thinking that you're a material product. You're part of the material energy. See, Yoga Maya reveals your nature as spirit, but not just the oneness. Now you have your oneness and difference. Very important. See, this is how we, devotees engage in devotional service. They do some action, some activity, hearing, chanting, remembering. And that's when you do it with eagerness, You're calling this, it's because, you want to meet with the transcendental Lord. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's chant a little bit now. Trying to get used to this here. This is kind of a new thing here.
Bluetooth connected.
Where is this? There we go. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, it's not a Bluetooth. It's wired. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Gauranga, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Gauranga, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Go Ranga.
Damn, it made this one.
Let's try some techno. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Might have to fish around a little bit for these different songs. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All right. Let's try reading a little bit of Smorgasbord today. Chaitanya Bhagavat. The Glories of the Devotees, Madhyakanda, Chapter 17. All glories to Lord Gaurachandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All glories to Lord Nityananda, the embodiment of the highest mood of devotional service. In the Madhyakanda, the narrations of the pastimes of the Lord are a cascade of nectar that can wash away the contaminations of one's faithlessness. Lord Chaitanya continued his non-stop kirtans, and even then, his abstruse identity remained undisclosed to the common man. When he went about town, the people were stunned by his exquisite looks. They thought that he might be Cupid. However, some people also thought that his demeanor was arrogant. The atheists and logicians felt that he paid little attention and respect to scholars holding titles. He walked about in a carefree manner, and when he went out, he associated mostly with his devotees. So we'll move on because we read some of this already. Always relishing Lord Chaitanya's love, Nityananda spoke with an endearing voice full of affection and love. Tears filled his eyes for Lord Chaitanya. Tears filled his eyes, for Lord Chaitanya means everything to Nityananda. Always relishing Lord Chaitanya's love, Nityananda spoke with an endearing voice full of affection and love. Tears filled his eyes, for Lord Chaitanya means everything to Lord Nityananda. The Lord said, "Listen carefully, Nityananda and Haridas. Do not disclose to anyone that you have seen me. If anyone inquires, tell them you know nothing of my whereabouts. I will remain here in hiding, and if you do not follow what I say, then I am not responsible for the consequences." The Lord then went to Nandanacharya's house. Being bound by the Lord's order, Nityananda and Haridas did not reveal any of these facts to anyone. The devotees entered a state of painful shock and took shelter of Lord Krishna when they did not receive any news of the Lord. They were torn apart by separation from their Lord. Their hearts and minds were burning up. The devotees felt thunderstruck, especially Advaita Acharya, who was ravished by a tremendous sense of guilt. Feeling intense separation from the Lord, he went home and began to fast, not hearing his own name. The other devotees also went back to their homes, their hours darkened by deep sorrow. But ensconced within their hearts was their only treasure, Lord's lotus feet. The Lord entered Nandanacharya's house and sat on the throne of Sri Vishnu. Nandanacharya felt that his house was now most blessed by the Lord's presence. He fell flat on the ground to offer obeisances to the Lord. He immediately brought fresh new clothes to the Lord, and Lord Chaitanya changed out his wet clothes into the new ones. Nandanacharya then decorated the Lord with flower garlands of the deities, sandalwood paste, scented oils, and brought him chewing betel leaf, and camphor. The Lord enjoyed these offerings and made by his pure devotee, in loving surrender, and forgot his aching heart. The Lord said, O Nandanacharya, kindly hear me. I want you to hide me here. Nandanacharya replied, My dear Lord, that is almost an impossible task. Where in the entire creation can you hide? You could not remain hiding within the hearts of living entities, but were made to appear in person by your pure devotees. One who could not successfully hide lying in the middle of the vast ocean of milk, how can he hide in the middle of this congested human inhabitation? Okay, I think I'm going to stop here now. Feel a little separation from the Lord. Where is he? I have to go look. Maybe he's in the forest here. I'll go check it out. Okay, so thank you for coming, and we'll see you later. Hare Krishna.